Welcome to yoga. My name is Lynda. For today's practice, we'll be using our mat. And if you have a block, strap, or blanket, feel free to use those as well. Let's get started by sitting up nice and tall, rooting the sit bones, melting the shoulders down away from the ears, creating a long neck and a long spine. Just rest your palms open on your legs. Allow your eyes to close as you start to breathe through your nose. Just noticing the breath as it comes in and as it goes out. So we're not changing anything about the breath just yet. Just noticing. And on your next inhale, invite the breath into the belly, the ribs, and the chest. On every inhale, feel the front side of the body completely inflate. And as you let the breath go, it completely deflates. So just focus on that for now, keeping the spine long, the face soft, the shoulders melting down away from the ears. Breathing with awareness and intention through the nose. As we get more physical in the practice today, I'll remind you to keep your connection to your breath. This is one of the ways we stay focused and in the moment, generate heat. And also, if the breath is full and steady, you know you're working at the pace that's right for you. So let's bring the hands together, generate some heat and some energy as you open your eyes. And let's make our way onto all fours. Spreading the fingers wide, shoulders over wrists, knees underneath the hips. As you inhale, melt your heart, lift your tailbone, look up. As you exhale, round your spine, separate your shoulder blades, engage your core, and lift your knees like half an inch off the mat. And float the knees back down, melt the heart, look up. This is your cow. Exhale, round the spine, separate the shoulder blades, lift the knees, engage the core. This is your cat. Let's keep going with the breath. Inhaling for cow. Exhaling for cat. And again, breathing in. And breathing out. Two more. Inhaling. Getting a little help from my puppies. Exhaling. One more. Breathing in and breathing out. Good job. We're in a neutral spine. The belly is still lifted. Extend the toes to the back of the mat for plank pose. Make sure the shoulders are over the wrist. The fingers are still spread wide. Energize the legs as you energize the belly. And let's lift the hips up, downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Savasana. Take a breath here. And then keeping that core strong, lift the heels up and shift back to plank pose. If you get here the second time and it's just too much, take your knees to the mat, but keep the lift in your belly, shoulders over the wrist. And downward facing dog. Good. Let's do that again. You lift the heels up, shift forward, shoulders over wrist. Navel to spine, legs energized, tailbone pointing down toward the feet. And downward facing dog. Good. Feet hip width apart and parallel, arms shoulder width apart, fingers spread wide. And pedal the first dog, maybe the first two or three. So let's just walk this dog another breath or two. Shake the head, yes and no. Make sure you're not holding any tension. Maybe move around the muscles in the face. No tension. Notice your connection to your breathing. Is it still there? One more pedal each side. Even out your dog, but if your hamstrings are tight in every dog, you're going to have a bend in both knees. Everybody bend your knees, walk your hands back to meet your feet. Let's hang out in Ragdoll Pose. Knees are bent, head is heavy. You can hold on to the opposite elbows. You can add movement. Just make sure the neck is relaxed, the face is relaxed. You're breathing fully with ease. And take your hands either to your mat or to your shins. Inhale, just lift the heart. Sternum comes forward. And as you exhale, take a bow. Feel the hamstrings start to wake up. Inhale, lift the heart, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, take your bow, Uttanasana. Again, breathing in. Shoulders rolling back, neck stays long. Breathing out. One more time. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. And root from the four corners of the feet. Inhale, we're going to come all the way up. And finish off the pose. Just take a moment. Make sure you are in a nice, strong mountain. Roll the shoulders back and down to open the heart. Tuck the tailbone under. Engage the core and leg muscles. Tadasana. And set an intention. For your practice today, I ask that you honor your bodies. Make sure you're breathing with steadiness and ease the entire practice. So come to the top of your mat. Let's take a deep breath in. As you exhale, swan dive, come on down. Soften your knees if you need to. Fingertips touch the mat or the shins. Inhale, look forward, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, step it back, plank. If you'd like to do a full vinyasa, you're going to shift the body weight forward, knees up or knees down. You come on down, and then you inhale up into the heart open of your choice, baby cobra. Full cobra with the legs down, upward facing dog with the legs up, and energize. And engage your core. Lift up, downward facing dog. Feet hip width apart. Arms shoulder width apart. Fingers spread wide. Biceps toward the top of the mat. Triceps toward the back. Breathe. Look forward between the hands. Step or float, top of the mat. Inhale, lift the heart. Take your bow. Inhale, come all the way up. Reach up, look up. Exhale and finish it off. Let's do that again. Inhale. Exhale. Lift the heart. Step or float it back. Shift forward. Come on down. Heart open of your choice. And downward facing dog. Heels reaching for the mat. Knees soft if the hamstrings are tight. Heart melting toward the legs. Look forward, step or float. Lift your heart. Forward fold. Let's come all the way up. And finish it off. One more just like that. Inhale. Exhale. Look forward. Step or float it back. Shift forward, knees up or knees down. Inhale to the heart opener of your choice. Downward facing dog. Breathe here. If you need a break, anytime during the practice, come into child's pose. If you're feeling good, stay in your down dog. Heels sinking, palms pressing. Melt the heart. Look forward between the hands, step or float. Ardha Uttanasana. Uttanasana. Come all the way up. Urdhva Hastasana. And finish it off. Let's take a breath in. Weight sinks back. Chair pose. Forward fold. Lift the heart. Let's step the right foot to the back of the mat. Turn it out, get it flat, and come into Warrior One. Your front knee is bent. You have heel to heel alignment. Your back, hip, and shoulder coming toward the top of the mat. Energize the arms and fingers. Both hands come down to the mat. Come to the ball of the back foot. You can step and switch your feet, or you can jump and switch. Turn your back foot out, heel to heel alignment. Come up for Virabhadrasana 1. Back, hip, and shoulder come toward the top of the mat. Front knee bends. Plug the hip into the socket. Come on down. Optional vinyasa. Knees up or down as you shift forward. And back bend of your choice. My back has had enough of back bends. And downward facing dog. Breathe here. Or if you need a break, child's pose. Notice your breath. We're getting a little more physical. So make sure you're paying attention. You're still breathing with awareness and intention. If you're in child's pose, downward facing dog, look forward between the hands. Step or float top of the mat. Lift the heart. Come on down. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, can you sink a little deeper? Inhale, stand tall. Exhale, finish it off. Let's go again. Inhale, chair. Exhale, fold. Breathe in to lift the heart. Let's step the left foot back. Turn it out, heel to heel alignment. Warrior One. Back, hip, and shoulder coming forward. Press the outer edge of the back foot into the mat. Bend the front knee more. Hands to the mat. You're on the ball of the back foot. You can step and switch or jump and switch. Warrior One. How are you breathing? Can you bend the front thigh more? Hands to the mat. Step the front foot back. It's up to you what poses you choose to do to make your way to down dog. If you need a break, child's pose. They're helping us again. They're very helpful, my puppies. Let's look forward between the hands. Step or float. Sounds like they're helping the whole neighborhood. Inhale, lift the heart. Take your bow. Let's come into chair pose. Sink a little deeper. And stand tall and finish it off. One more. Inhale. Come on down. Lift the heart. Step or float it back. Optional vinyasa. We meet in down dog. Float your right leg up in the air. Bend the knee, open the hip. You can stay here doing hip circles, ankle circles, or you can bring the knee underneath the chest and take the knee to the left, to the right, under the chest, and back. Just one more like that if you want it. Knee underneath the chest, to the left, to the right, under the chest, and back. And everybody use your core and bring your foot forward. Warrior One. Excellent. Hands come on down. Step it back. Vinyasa, knees up or down. Just make sure you come forward. Do the back bend of your choice. And we meet in down dog. Heel sinking. Lift the left leg up. Right heel continues to sink. Open the hip. Feel free to roll the hip, roll the ankle. You can stay here or come forward. Knee to the right, to the left, under the chest, and back. One more if you want it. Under the chest, to the left, to the right, under the chest, and back. And everybody use your core. And bring that foot forward. Turn the back foot out. Fully connect the foot to the mat. Heel to heel alignment, warrior one. Breathe and energize the arms, the core, the legs. Come on down. Step it back. Optional vinyasa, knees up or down. Shift forward. Back bend of your choice. We meet in down dog. If you need a break, take one. We're going to be here about 5 breaths. So if you need a break, listen to your body. And take one. How are you breathing? Inhale up to all fours. Keep your left palm on the mat. Inhale the right arm up. Exhale, thread the needle. Ear to the mat or to a block. Do that again. Inhale it up. Exhale and thread. And again. Press with the left palm, open with the right shoulder. Hold this thread. You can stay here. You can reach the left arm forward. You can reach it back. Wherever you are, notice your breathing. Notice what's going on with your back muscles. Slide the upper back muscles down and breathe. Good. Let's float the left arm up. Left palm comes to the mat, navel to spine. Right palm stays connected. Let's do the other side. Inhale, float it up. Exhale, thread. Ear to the mat or to a block. Inhale. Let the breath go. One more time. Beautiful. You can stay here. Reach the right arm forward. Reach the right arm around. Wherever you are. Check in. Slide the upper back muscles down the back. Keep the tension out of the face. And breathe. Let's float the right arm up. Right palm connects to the mat. Let's come on back to all fours. Extend your right toes to the back of the mat. Take your right palm underneath your, take your left palm underneath your face. Roll to the inner edge. Float the arm up. Any variation of side plank. Stagger the feet, stack the feet. You can do tree pose. Let's take it to plank. Shoulders over wrists, navel to spine. Beautiful. Come back to all fours. Take the right palm underneath the face. Take the left toes back. Roll to the inner edge of the foot. Float the arm up. Any variation of Paschimottanasana, side plank. You can stagger, stack. You can tree pose it. Just keep lifting with the hips and the ribs. Squeeze the navel toward the spine. Take it to plank. Take a few breaths here. You can turn into plank push-ups if you like. You can turn to plank push-ups with 3-legged plank. Any variation. Just a few more breaths here. You can also turn it into plank with both knees on the mat. So any variation of plank. And child's pose. Notice your breathing. Hopefully you're getting a little sweat on like me. Nicely done. Inhale up to all fours. Exhale, curl the toes under. Downward facing dog. Take a breath here. Soften the knees if you need to. Everybody melt the heart. Energize the arms. Press the mat away with the palms. Look forward, step or float to the top of your mat. Lift your heart, Take your bow. Inhale, chair pose. Weight sitting back. Let's bring the hands together at the heart and twist to your right. So feet and knees, or even, if you can, you want to glue everything together, starting with your big toes, the inner edges of the feet, inner edges of the shins, inner thighs. And you want to feel length and expanse as you breathe in. Neck getting longer, spine getting longer. As you exhale, press the top palm more firmly into the bottom palm. Use your core more, go deeper in the twist. Feel free to expand your arms. Feel free to take the left foot to the back of the mat where you're on the ball of the back foot in a crescent twist. Take 2 more breaths here, wringing out your midsection. Feeling something happen with every inhale and exhale. And Ragdoll Pose. So just bend your knees a lot. Let your head be super heavy. And you can hold onto opposite elbows. You can add movement. Just make sure your head is completely relaxed. Notice your breathing. Hands to the mat or shins. Look forward. Take your bow. Chair pose, Utkatasana. Weight in the heels, navel to spine. Hands to the heart. Twist to the other side. Feet, knees, and hips even. Using the breath. Feeling something positive with every inhale and exhale. Going as deep in the pose as you did on the other side. And Ragdoll Pose. Knees are bent, head super heavy. There's nothing to see. Just hang out and let everything go. Release your elbows if you're holding on. Separate your feet hip width apart. Bend your knees as much as you need to for the first 2 fingers and thumb to get a good grip on your big toe. Take a breath in and look forward. Exhale. Pull it in. Using the breath and the muscles. Hand to big toe pose. Feel the chest get a little bit closer to your legs. Keep the length in your neck as you breathe here in Paschimottanasana, hand to big toe pose. Good. Inhale to look forward. Exhale, bring the hands to the waist. We're going to root from the 4 corners of the feet. Inhale to come all the way up. Back bend at the top if you want one. Come back to neutral, step the feet back together. Inhale, Utkatasana. Weight in the heels, navel to spine. Make sure your tailbone is, as opposed to pointing up, you want it to point down and you want to sit back. If your neck is tired, cactus arms. Can you sit back further? If you're not sure if you're sitting back, maybe you lift your toes to double check. Breathe here. Utkatasana. Keep the lift in the belly, tailbone toward the mat. One more breath. And forward fold, ragdoll. And separate your feet again. Bend your knees as much as you need to. You can go back to hand to big toe, first 2 fingers and thumb, get a good grip on your big toe. Or if you can get your entire palm underneath so that your toes tickle your wrist crease, you can do hand underfoot, Paschimottanasana. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, press down with the feet, pull up and in with the arms. Relax the neck and breathe. Make sure you don't dump all your body weight into the heels of the feet. Feel those hamstrings come alive. If this is too much, take it back to hand to big toe and work from there. Good. Inhale to look forward. Bring the hands to the waist. Root with the feet, firm the belly, come all the way up, back bend at the top if you want one. And let's come to mountain pose. Let's step to the top of your mat and giant step back with your right foot. Both legs are going to be straight. Front heel lines up with the back arch. Energize. You're squeezing the kneecaps up to engage the leg muscles. Extend the arms, engage the arms and the fingers and the core. Take the rib cage forward, slide your front hand down, triangle pose, or Untitled Chapter, extend it. You're opening the heart toward the ceiling. You're keeping the energy in the legs and the core, stacking the shoulders. Inhale, come on up, reach back, reverse it. And arms come shoulder height. Let's do triangle pose to the other direction. Front heel to back arch, energize the arms, the legs, the core. The ribs come forward, you slide it down. You can stay in regular Trikonasana or Untitled Chapter. Wherever you are in the pose, open the heart, stack the shoulders, and breathe. Keep the length in the neck. Good. Inhale, come all the way up. Reach back and reverse. Beautiful. Let's take the arms shoulder height. Make both feet face forward. Interlace the fingers behind you. Paschimottanasana. C. Roll the shoulders back. Squeeze the heels of the hands together. Lift the arms up and look up. You can stay here or forward fold. When you get down, look at your feet. Turn your toes in a little bit. Soften the knees if you need to. Reach the arms forward. Relax your head. And breathe. Good. Let's inhale, come all the way up. Standing back bend at the top if you want one. And release the hands. Heel toe the feet back in. And let's do some balancing poses. So if you need help at the wall like I do, feel free to find your way to a wall. Let's start with tree pose. So lots of variations starting on the right leg. You can stand your tree, keeping your toes connected to your mat. Sole of the foot can come to the calf. Sole of the foot can come to the inner thigh. Wherever you are in your pose, you're opening your knee back. You're pressing your foot into your leg into your foot, lifting the belly. You have steady breath and a steady gaze. You should be gazing at something that's not moving. You can stay here or blossom your tree. Foot into leg, leg into foot. Firm the outer hips in, squeeze the belly, steady breath, steady gaze. Hands come back to the heart. Good. Let's bring the right knee forward. Flex the foot if you can. Use your core to lift your knee. How is your balance? Right ankle, left thigh. Flex the foot if you can. And we're going to sit back, weight in the left heel. If you can do a twist here, you can get your right tricep to the inner sole of the foot, left palm to the hand. You can twist there. Otherwise, you can hold on, hands on your leg. If you want more, you can reach the arms forward. Weight in your left heel, navel to spine, breathe. Feel the stretch in your hip. Feel the sweat on your brow. Sit back. Can you sit back more? Good. Use your core. We're going to come all the way back up. Bring the knee to the chest. Float it down and be grateful we only have two sides. You can kickstand your tree on the left to the calf, to the inner thigh. Remember, you're pressing the leg into the foot into the leg. Hands can stay at the heart or you can blossom your tree. Tuck your tail, engage your core. Take your gaze where nothing is moving. Steady your breath if you need to. Firm in the outer hips and keep the firmness in the belly. breathe. Let's bring the hands back to the heart. Bring the left knee to the chest. Flex the foot. Use your core. Lift higher. Left ankle, right thigh. Sit back. Weight in your right heel. Hands wherever you had them the last time. Breathe and sit back. Make sure the weight is in your heel. Your core is still engaged. Steady breath, steady gaze. Nice. Take another breath here. Keep the weight in the heel. Use your core to slowly make your way back up to standing. Use your friend the wall if you need to. And float it down. Excellent. Come to the top of your mat. Inhale. Exhale. Lift the heart. Step or float it back. Make your way to downward facing dog. With or without a vinyasa. Remember, a vinyasa is just a series of movements, poses put together. And let's bring the forearms to the mat. Walk the feet forward, Dolphin Pose. Press down with the forearms. Keep the lift in the belly. Feel free to stay here. You can come forward and back. Do Dolphin Push-Ups this way. You can alternate lifting the legs. You can take a break. Press down with the forearms. Keep the head from connecting to the mat. Softness in the face and breathe. Press the mat away. Dolphin Pose. And knees to the mat. Child's Pose. Let's walk both arms over to the right. Push the hips out to the left. Both arms over to the left. Push the hips out to the right. Make your way onto your tummy, please, for some back bends. So if you can, slowly take it down through chaturanga, knees up or down. And rest on your right or left ear, or your forehead if you prefer. Lift the belly button, lengthen the tailbone down. Lift the torso, arms and legs. Locust Pose. Your gaze is down. Your neck is in alignment with your spine. Keep the lift in the belly. Come on down and rest on your other ear or your forehead. Again, lift the belly. Lengthen the tailbone. Relax the glutes. Lift everything up. If you'd like, lace the fingers together. Stretch the palms toward the feet. Come on down and rest on your opposite ear or forehead. You can do Locust Pose again, or if you prefer, you can do Bow Pose. If you've never done Bow Pose before, I don't recommend you doing it now, but if you are experienced and you want to, you're gonna lift everything up. Lift the shins up and back with the shins. The gaze is down. Protect your neck and breathe. Up and back with the shins. And come on down. And just keep your knees bent, if they already are, and take them side to side. Beautiful. Child's Pose. Again, both arms to the right, hips to the left. Head is heavy, gaze is down. Other side. Even out your child's pose. Navel to spine, inhale up to all fours. Forearms come back to the mat for forearm plank. Any variation of forearm plank. You can do this version of dolphin push-ups, lifting the hips up and down, but not moving the arms or the feet. You can do the knee to the outside of the elbow. You can do that with the dolphin push-up. Press down with the forearms, lift up with the belly, shoulders over elbows. You can do forearm plank with the knees on the mat. Just actively press the mat away with the forearms, the outer edges of the hands and the wrists, and lift the belly. Breathe with steadiness and intention. Child's pose. Let's inhale up to all fours. Navel to spine. Lift your right knee up and snug it to the outside of your left leg. Try to have zero space between your legs and have a seat. If you're having a hard time connecting to your mat, you can use a towel, a block, a foam roller, a blanket. Take a deep breath in. Exhale and forward fold. Cow face legs, stretching the hips. Breathe into your hips. Let the gaze stay down. Breathe into your hips. One more breath here. Maybe walk the fingertips a little further forward. Good. Just roll forward. Uncross the legs. And let's do the other side. Take the left leg, snug it behind. Have a seat. Use a prop if you need one. Inhale, lengthen your body. Exhale, forward fold. Your gaze is down. You're just breathing into your hips. Keeping the neck relaxed, the face soft. Walk the fingertips a little further forward if you can. Keep the gaze down. Another full breath here. And just rock it forward. Uncross the legs. Let's have a seat. Extend your legs on your mat. Super glue your inner thighs together. Flex your feet if you can. Navel to spine. As you inhale, squeeze your navel in and up. Scoop your tailbone under. Exhale, roll halfway down to your mat. From here, go down an inch, up an inch, down an inch, up an inch, down an inch, up an inch, down an inch, up an inch. If you want more intensity, the arms can come here. If you want less, the arms can come here. Squeeze the navel down away from your clothing. Let's do 4. Keep the range of motion small. 3, 2, 1. And come forward. Sit up nice and tall. Take a deep breath in. Reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Toes stay flexed. West facing stretch. Paschimottanasana. Roll your shoulders back. Bring your heart forward. And keep your spine long as you gaze down towards your legs and your mat. In other words, avoid the rounding to the best of your ability. If you can't reach your toes, not a big deal. Wherever your hands are, you hold on. You use your muscles a little bit and you use your breath a lot to encourage your chest closer to your legs, your rib cage rather, closer to your legs. Breathe here. Paschimottanasana, west facing stretch. Good job. Stay with it. And slowly ease out of the pose. We're going to do the counter pose, west facing stretch. There's 2 ways to do it. Whichever way you choose to do it, I want your fingertips to face your glutes if that's okay with your wrist. You're going to press down with the palms, lift up with the hips. Your gaze can stay straight ahead. Look up, or you can let the head fall back. You're lifting the hips, pressing the toes down toward the mat. If that doesn't work, bend your knees. And do the bent knee version. Lift the hips as much as you can. Take the gaze where your neck is comfortable. Breathe. Wherever you are, you're going to come halfway down with your rear end. Keep your rear end off the mat and slide your rear end back. Get your rear end as far back behind your wrist as you can. Press down with your palms, lift up with your belly. This is core and arms. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Reach up and back, reach up and back. And come on down. Good job. Super glue the inner thighs together. Navel to spine. Arms can come here. Here for the most intensity. If you need less intensity, if you're worn out, bring them down here. Scoop the tailbone under. Squeeze the navel in and up. And all the way down to your back. Use your core. When you get down, let's do bridge pose. Soles of the feet flat on the mat. Arms, palms down right by the hips. Lift the hips up as high as you can. Try not to jam your neck into the mat. If you want another shoulder stretch, interlace the fingers, walk the shoulders in. Lift the hips, reach the hands toward the heels of the feet. Breathe and lift. You can come to the balls of the feet, heels. You can also rock back and forth if that feels good. One more breath here. And make it back down to the mat. Let's thread the needle. Right ankle, left thigh. Lace the hands at your left hamstring. Encourage your left leg closer to your chest. Your right thigh away from your chest. You can lift the head. You can move the leg. Whatever you want. Do what gives you the best stretch today. And let's thread the needle on the other side. Add movement if you did before. You're encouraging your right thigh closer to your face, left thigh away. Good. Take both legs up in the air. Lace the fingers together behind the head, navel to spine. Curl it up. Keep the head up if you can. Inhale, lower. Keep the tailbone heavy, no arch in the back. Exhale, lift. Inhale to lower. Exhale to lift. Keep the belly button down. If your neck is tired, bring your head back down to your mat. Inhale to lower. Keep that belly button sinking down. Inhale to lower. Exhale, lift. Head up or down, your call. If you want more intensity, you can reach the arms by the ears. Just make sure the tailbone stays heavy and the back doesn't arch. If you need less intensity, just alternate. Wherever you are, squeeze the belly button down and breathe. Two more. Good. Let's cross the right leg tightly over the left. You're going to hold on to the outer edges of the feet. Pull the feet away from each other. Press the tailbone into the mat. Breathe into your hips. Feet press away. Tailbone presses down. Another breath here. And release. Scoot your hips a few inches to the right. Take your hips to the left. Extend your right leg in line with your right shoulder like half of the letter T. Press the right shoulder blade into the mat. You can gaze past your right fingertips or close your eyes. Spinal twist. Let's come back to the tailbone. And let's change sides. Press the feet away from each other. Press the tailbone into the mat. And breathe. Cow face legs on your back. Kumakasana. Another breath here. All right. Let's scoot the hips a few inches to the left. Drop the knees to your right. Extend the left arm like half of the letter T. Left shoulder blade reaches for the mat. Feel free to close your eyes. And let's take it to happy baby pose. Happy, happy, happy baby. And take your legs on your mat. Rest the palms up right by the hips, just as a signal. You're ready to rest. So get as comfortable as you can on your mat. Feel free to take legs up the wall or use any props. Just get comfortable so that you can be still. Let your breathing return to normal. And surrender your body and your mind to your rest. Enjoy. Feel free to continue your Shavasana for as long as you would like. If you're with me, slowly bring your knees into your chest and roll to one side. Make your way up to a comfortable seated position. And if you'd like, you can rest the backs of the thumbs at the heart as you bow the chin toward the chest. I thank you for practicing yoga with me. I also thank you for honoring your bodies on your mats today. Namaste. Thank you for practicing yoga with me. My name is Lynda.